On one hand, if you look at our schedule for the month of April, we've got 6 games, and 3 of those teams are bottom table. Of course, 2 of the other games we play are against PSG, and the last one's against Monaco, so, I foresee a 3-3 month. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 85. And this is what we're looking at here. After losing to Roma, we were in the French Cup 11th round, and we absolutely stumped Vendée Fontenay football. Sessignon, 14th minute goal. Guzman Fernandez, hat tricks worth of goals. After a game in which I talked about probably most likely letting him go, he responds with a hat trick. And then again, it was against a national team. So if he hadn't scored, I would have been even more upset. Mori Baba had a goal. Pbkac had a goal. We were then away at Metz. And this game was just absolutely ridiculous. There's just no other way to put it. Guzman Fernandez got sent off in the 2nd minute for this double-footed slide tackle lunge thing right in front of the ref. I mean, absolutely no doubts that he was getting sent off. So for 88 minutes of the game, we were man down. Pbkac scored in the 48th minute. Geraldes scored in the 65th minute. We were 2-0 up. I thought we were doing well. I came off the positive and went to cautious. And that's all Roger Flores needed to score a hat trick's worth of goals. He had 2 goals in 2 minutes in the 67th and 69th minute to equalize, and in the 81st minute, he banged the winner through. I turned the computer off. I saved the game, I turned the computer off, and I walked away. I got FM'd good and hard, and it didn't even stick around to cuddle. So we just got done playing Dijon, and we beat them 3-0 thanks to goals by Javier Ruiz, Ronald Hernandez, and Koza had an 83rd minute goal off a set piece. Today, it's a couple of Coupe games. First is the Coupe League final against PSG, and then the French Cup quarterfinal against Monaco. At one point in time, we were playing PSG back-to-back in the Coupe League and a regular League 1 game. As it turns out, because we're in the French Cup quarterfinals, we're playing Monaco, things got moved around, and it's one of the reasons we have 4 days between OGC Nice and PSG, and then 3 days between PSG and Guingamp. Fun times. So I'm going to double check the best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back for a match in the Coupe League final against PSG in just a bit. Part of me wants to say they're playing a rotated side, but any side with Mbappe on it isn't really rotated. Or Delict, or Kessie. Wilsh is probably the best young defensive center back in the game. Alvaro, I don't know. I haven't looked at him. I probably should, though, because he's got 24 goals. So, yeah, the PSG's pulling out the big guns. Let me check out the Savoy here. Not bad. Yeah, his physical's just off the charts. We definitely got our work cut out for us. Yeah, the 3 hat tricks by Fernandez kind of gave him a reprieve, and that reprieve lasted all of 2 minutes. And the nice thing is, both Valet and Pichon are having pretty good seasons down in League 2. As a result, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Fernandez on. And then probably bring on an older striker who has no problems being a part-time starter from time to time. In the past, I would have said that would have been Frank, but because Frank is out with his ACL injury, I don't know that it's going to be him. Fernandez. To Pbkac? Dude, come on. Can't tell if he was trying to cross it in or if he got rushed. Martinez sends it forward. Hrustic knocks it down to Vlecek, up to Geraldes. Over to Fernandez. Out to Pbkac. Tries crossing in. Delit intercepts it, sends it forward. Zhang Cheng gets it. Zhang Cheng better get it. Back to Orlov. Into the crowd. Delit heads it down to Olivier. Up to Mbappe. Crosses it over. Valencia. Orlov, nice save. Valencia gets it again. Bounces off Zhang Cheng and in. Right before the half. Nice save by Mbappe. What the hell is Yang Cheng thinking? Correa up to Fernandez. Can we get a goal before the half? Splits the defenders, takes a shot. Martinez with a nice save, pushes it wide left. Heraldez, corner kick in. Now he scores. Yang Sheng redeems himself with a header right before the half. Well done. Where are we playing? Is this supposed to be Parc des Princes? Oh, PSG Stadium. I don't know PSG Stadium. I wonder if it's something they built. We'll have to look at it here in a little bit. This has been a very even game. We've had 10 shots, 8 on target. They've had 11 and 6. They've had a slight possession advantage. So far, we're holding our own. Yang Sheng has scored both goals. The game is tied. I'm going to stay unbalanced just to see what PSG does. Orlov, out to Zhang Cheng. To Sessegnon, back to Zhang Cheng, to Sessegnon. Back to Orlov, that was dangerous. Hrustic. Long pass towards Fernandez, but Wilsh is there. Sends it over to Aramis, back to Wilsh, to Valencia. To Kessie, to Valencia, to Mbappe. Passes it up into space. Aramis runs it down. He's got Alvaro in the center and no problems there. His 32nd goal of the season. Holy smokes. He just ran away at an angle from, is that Zhang Cheng? Yeah, that is Zhang Cheng. Well, Zhang Cheng's had a hand in all 3 goals. Mbappe to Alvaro, Orlov with a nice save. To Milescu. Out to Macon. To Hrustic. To Zhang Cheng. Up to Heraldez. Back to Zhang Cheng. Over to Sessegnon. Taps it over to Heraldez. Sessegnon to Correa. Drives forward. Crosses it. Fernandez holds it up to Pbkac, and he scores. We equalize. Oh, that was nice. God, you can tell how fast they are. They're just... Oh, Martinez probably should have got that, but you know what? He didn't, and I'm not complaining. Munoz bounces it off a Bastia player to Olivier de Valencia to Kessie. Top of the box. Orlov, nice save. Pushes it wide right. Corner kick in for PSG. Bracalo to Alvaro over the crossbar. We're going to make a couple changes here ourselves. Osmani's going to come on for Milescu, who's not having the best game. Theory is going to switch with Sessegnon, who's going to come off, and Flores is going to come on. Munoz on a throw-in. Pbkac knocks it away, but Valencia's at the top of the box to Kessie. Cuts left, sends it over to Aramis. Centers it. Theory knocks it away. Olivier bounces it. Did he bounce it off Zhang Cheng again? Aramis crosses it in. Theory knocks it away. Nope. Who had a hand in that? Hrustic did. Or a foot, rather. Okay, guys. Corner kick in for PSG. Out to Bracalo. Top of the box. And he buries it. Oh, that was nice. I'm going to have to go to the attack. Just see if we can't make up 2 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game. Oh, Orlov. Was laid off the mark there. Fernandez to Correa. Splits the defenders. Takes a shot. Oh, wow, he scored that. Holy cow, that did not look like a hard shot at all, but it went in. What happened here? Okay, I'll be the first to admit what happened was my fault. Somehow I hit the hotkey that stops recording, and I'm not quite sure why. I think I put my hand down on my keyboard and I hit the hotkey. So this is entirely a Pbkac related error on my end. Unfortunately, it's about a week and a half after I played the game. I'm already well into Season 11. Just got back from vacation, had a very good time. Got the dog out of doggy daycare, who was quite happy to see us. Sat down to edit and thought, wow, everything is going great. Then after that highlight, the game stopped. And the next video picked up no problem. So I'm almost positive what happened is entirely my fault and I hit the hotkey. And it's not a hotkey I use all that often, but that's what happened. Anyhow, as you can see, PSG went on to win 5-3 after Correa scored in the 79th minute. Alvaro scored in the 83rd minute to put it out of reach. We had our chances after that. A couple of shots came very close to scoring, but we just could not overcome PSG this time. We gave them a run for their money. We made them earn it. You know, anytime you can score 3 goals on PSG, I think you're doing well. The fact they scored 5 just shows you the quality of their team. They had 20 shots, 12 on target. We had 17 shots, 11 on target. They had a pretty good possession advantage. Sessegnon did not have the best game. My back four, well, frankly, my whole back line did not have the best game. Orlov was on a 6-6, Correa on a 6-3, Hrustik on a 6-5. Zhang Shen somehow was on a 6-9. I think a lot of that has to do with the goal that he scored, which probably counts more points than the points they deduct rather for the goal he scored for them. You know, Vlecic's goal was nice. Correa's goal was very nice. Fernandez had a very solid game. 2 chances created, 3 key passes, 2 assists. He's been very up and down, you know, but we made PSG earn it. So, what happens entirely on me. It wasn't an OBS thing. It wasn't a plugin thing. I will note when I started up OBS today, they had a pretty decent update, including some bug fixes. So hopefully that will stop what's going on with some of the future videos. And, you know, we're going to get back to normal programming. A game against Monaco in just a bit. Well, if we win today, we face either Troyes or PSG. The one thing in our favor is that Pietro Pellegrini is doubtful with a broken ankle. So if he's not starting, we may have a chance. I'm going to check the best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with our French Cup 10th round game in just a bit. I keep saying 10th round. I'm probably wrong. I should check this. Quarterfinals. Jeez. Oh, that's right. They have Holland. So, you know, maybe losing Pellegrini isn't as bad as we thought. Well, losing my train of thought here. It's been one of those days. Anyhow, they have Holland up top with Rocha, who is a very good young striker. Check him out here. As you can see, not bad at all. So, definitely have our work cut out for us. We're a little bit more match fit than them, but I don't know that that's going to matter in the long run. Fernandez. Up to Osmani. Kicks it too hard. DeWall grabs it from Monaco. Back to Knops. Up towards Holland. Knocked down. Goes right to Rocha. He passes it into space for Cami. Crosses it in. Thime's there. Guys, what are we going to do? Sessegnon got pulled off. Thime was left unattended. Coming up on halftime, the Thime goal has been the only highlight of the first half. Monaco has been much better from a stats point of view. 8 shots, 7 on target to our 6 and 3. Need to do something about this. They are too far on top of each other. So we're giving Milhescu a little bit more freedom. We're asking him to play a little bit wider and to run a little bit wider. So that way when Vlecik moves up, they're not on top of each other. Tielemans, corner kick in from Monaco. Milhescu bounces back and forth and off Haaland and in for the goal. Yikes. Literally went off the bottom of his foot, then bounced off the number 48. Macon, corner kick into the crowd. Rocha knocks it down to Cami, who heads it forward. Pineda's there. avoids a bunch of Bastia players, but bounces it off a Bastia player. Ends up at Pbkac's foot. He sends it back to Knops. Into the crowd towards Rocha. Zhang Cheng sent back to Orlov, who lumps it forward. Pbkac heads it down to Tielmans. Pineda. Correa intercepts that pass. Mihalescu to Osmani. Back to Correa. I have no idea what the hell that was, but Mihalescu intercepts the pass. Out to Fernandez, who shoots it right at Knops. A couple changes here. Ruiz is going to come on for Correa. Pbkac's going to move up to the forward roll. Fernandez is going to come off, and Roland is going to come on. Pbkac just got injured. You know what? We're going to bring Mihalescu up to the top. Bring Heraldez on. Actually, Heraldez plays advancing midfielder really halfway decently. So we are going to go strikeless. Pbkac sends it into the crowd, knocked down Mihalescu to Zhang Cheng, back to Osmani, out to Hrustic, back to Flores, over to Sessignon, passes it up into space. Roland is out there, holds it up, crosses it in, and Knops has no problems picking that out. Towards Rocha, Zhang Cheng knocks it down. Mihalescu to Osmani, to Heraldez, out to Ruiz, back to Heraldez, to Osmani, back to Heraldez. Long pass. Cesar intercepts it, taps it up to Cami, drives forward. Rocha. No problems there. PSG and Monaco have made us look like absolute fools. Although, at least in our defense, against PSG, we did score 3 times. I really don't want to see this again. DeWall taps it over to Rocha, back to Prijoni. Totally butchered that name. Looks like I'll have a chance to pronounce it again here. Prijoni. Although it's Polish, so it sounds Polish. Thiem bounces it off a Bastia player, goes out of bounds. 5 minutes left in the game. Can we at least get a goal, guys? Come on. Knops. Out towards Holland. He knocks it out of bounds. That is the game. Oh, good grief. The question is, how badly hurt is Macon now? Well, it's a PSG Monaco semifinal. Macon is out for 5 to 6 weeks. Valet is having a really good season at Valenciennes. In 21 games, he's had 11 goals, 5 players in the match, 1 assist. He'll get first team playing time next year. So what are we going to do next? Well, we're lucky. Let me go to the calendar here. In that Caen is 14th, Nice is 17th, Guingamp's 15th. PSG's first, Lens is 13th, and Montpellier is 12th. I think what we're going to do is just take another big break and come back for the Montpellier game. We're on 69 points. Marseille is 4 points behind us. And if we do somehow manage to bottle it, the Montpellier game is going to be the key game, because that'll probably be the one that determines where we're going to end up, either in 4th or 5th place. I would like Champions League football again this year. God, the way we're playing, though, I don't know if we're going to get it. I really, really don't. So, a couple very, very poor performances. Well, I take that back. The PSG performance was heartening in that we scored 3 goals on them, and we made them earn that victory. And then we just turn around and completely crap the bed against Monaco. Just absolutely. Oh. That said, man, 5 games left in the season. Well, 6 games for us. PSG still has 2 games left in hand, and they're 15 points ahead of Monaco still. So we need to turn it up. We need to avoid more injuries the rest of the season. And assuming we clinch 4th spot or better before the Montpellier game, it's going to be an opportunity for us to experiment with some younger players and see how they do. So if you liked what you saw and heard, and I realize that's an ask, but you never know, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching The Return on Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 85.